Competing at a high school state meet is nothing far from impressive for any sport. For the Rochester Raiders, an adaptive floor hockey team from Rochester, Minnesota, going to state is an annual event.
Number 30, the sophomore center from Century High School, Kirk Peterson.
Adaptive meaning either physically or cognitively impaired. The Raiders are a part of the Physical Impairment Division, which means all of the players have some sort of physical disability. Unlike Special Olympics, though, this is a sanctioned high school sport where the players can letter and or go to state.
They can earn varsity letters, they can go to state tournaments just like any other team.
Kirk Peterson is a member of this team. As a young child, he suffered from having epilepsy, which is having seizures, as he still does today. Back in October of 2011, he had the opportunity to visit the Vikings because of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, who heard about his condition and wanted to give him something special.
I'm in a limo!
Kirk has a vagus nerve stimulator implanted in his chest, which prevents him from playing contact sports. The Rochester Raiders were a perfect place for him as he can play floor hockey, which is the equivalent of regular hockey, which is a contact sport, but he can now play it without the contact part. Right now, as a 16-year-old kid who no longer has around 30 seizures a day, sports, or Raiders, means everything to him. Kirk and his teammates had been practicing for this all season.
We, the Raiders, prepared ourselves for state because we have the best coaches, we have lots of coaches, we have very good drills, and the drills that he has us do works amazingly in games.
They were ready. The Raiders won their first game, but unfortunately lost the two after that.
The Raiders won the first game on Friday, and we lost the second game on Saturday.
We just didn't carry through to the end. We did all the things we wanted to do except put the puck in the net as often as we needed to.
They were still able to end up on top at 4th place, though. This season went really well. Even though the season went well, the coaches still have to worry about upcoming seasons as the seniors graduate. Fortunately, Kirk is only a sophomore, so he's there for at least 2 more years. But for the other players, because getting involved with the adaptive program does not involve seeing a bulletin board in the school or told by the daily announcements on the speaker, it is hard to find other players to go be with Kirk in the next season.
One of my friends, he told me about it and said, hey, you should try out for the Rochester Raiders, and he told me about it, and then I started joining it, and then I ended up liking it.
Yeah, same. T told me about it, and I really enjoyed it afterwards.
If the sport is not displayed very well, there is bound to have challenges in promoting the program from either getting word out to potential athletes or asking friends to come.
Not a lot of people want to see an adaptive sport because people like us don't really get opportunities like this.
People might think it's lame, they're not as cool, or they don't do the same things as other people are, or they're not as popular.
It's not as intense as other sports, and people want to see intense, but floor hockey is just as intense as any other sport.
Minnesota is actually the only state in the nation to sanction the adaptive sports teams, which include soccer in the fall, floor hockey in the winter, and softball in the spring. Why haven't other states sanctioned this program? The head coach stated,
To be honest, I don't know why it hasn't caught on elsewhere, because it's a pretty wonderful program.
People who want to start it are getting no momentum. The mission statement of the Rochester Raiders is to provide interscholastic sports opportunities where none previously existed. The only reason this program even exists is not because the administration thought it was needed. It was because the players themselves wanted an opportunity to play in a sports program that was just like the programs offered to their classmates. The Rochester Raiders, ironically, have been going on for around 25 years, and it is such a blessing to know that these students, Kirk included, have this opportunity to be active in a fun and sanctioned way.
I love being with my friends because this is where my true friends come from and my lifetime friends will be.
The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who win battles we know nothing about.